produce excess sperm for a very good reason, because that gives us a higher chance of fertilizing eggs of females. And especially when we have other males competing over that same female. So in societies that are promiscuous, the males have to produce more and more sperm to make sure that they will actually contribute to the offspring. So there's been a very good recent study in the primates where they could show that the level of promiscuity of a society is directly correlated to the level of sperm production. And I can show you the results here. So, level of promiscuity. And we have the sperm production plotted over it. On the left-hand side we see the gibbon. Now this is all the great apes, all the primates most closely genetically related to us. So the gibbon is the most monogamous of all monkeys, or of all apes. They're so monogamous that when one partner dies, the other one will not allow another gibbon in their territory forever. It's once in a lifetime and forever. And they have a very low level of sperm production because they can be sure that any offspring that female will ever produce is his. And any idea how we measure the level of sperm production? Exactly, Peter, size of the testicles. So it's a very, very precise measurement, and
visual. Yes,
and the people in the labs love to do it. Oh, that's a D cup. Not on the gibbon, that would be AAA or whatever. The smallest is. So the gibbon is very monogamous, very small testicles, low level of sperm production. The orangutan we talked about, the macaque with this massive massage. And at the other end of the scale we have the chimpanzee, closest relative to us, and the small chimp or bonobo. Now, Peter.
You did something out here, the gorilla.
The gorilla is...
I'm missing it.
No, it's basically... The gorilla is also a very monogamous species, so it would have been plotted next to the gibbon. But we had the gorilla, so...
Yeah.
Baboon?
No, it didn't say about the baboons, but I guess there would be somewhere here. They're not ramping. Now, the bonobo is not only the most promiscuous of all apes, it's also the most promiscuous animal of all species. Bonobos have sex all the time with anything. For them, sex... True.
Why is that?
For them, sex is a means of communication. They keep actually the social texture, the fabric of their society is based on sex. When two males fight, the females will intervene, offering sex so that they stop. Bonobos, as I said, they use it as a means of communication to say hello, to say goodbye, to start a fight, to make up for a fight, to discuss the weather, to bitch about their neighbors, or to discuss the going rate for a good macaque massage. It's no joke. When they find a new fruit tree, when they find a new fruit tree, they will have an orgy, and the result of that orgy basically decides who gets to sit on what branch of the tree. Right? And they have sex across gender, across hierarchy, and across age. So don't bring a bonobo to your children's party. Definitely not advisable. And boys in the room. Where are we? Paul, you're smiling with your bottle between your legs. I don't know if that counts for a large range of... large level, huh? Paul, what do you reckon? Where are we on this?
In between the macaque and chimpanzee.
In the... Oh. Right! I hope you haven't got a partner, because that will go on YouTube. That means you have sex with, with varying partners at least 3 times a day. With varying partners, right?
Dreams, dude.
Dreams, yes. Back to the factual. We are officially, at least, quite monogamous. So we are somewhere on the left-hand scale. But our level of sperm production is alarming. How come? We are genetically only 20,000 years away from the chip. That's roughly when both these species have been created from the missing link. And 20,000 years, basically, when our genitalia were forged, we were a much more promiscuous society. Even in Egypt, it was quite common to still sleep with your sister, your aunt, your mother. You know, there's some pharaoh who has a child with his mother.
Yeah.
So, yes, basically, it's our body has not yet adapted to this monogamous lifestyle that the Bible gave us, right? And this is the explanation why it hurts.
Sorry.
Yes.
So physiologically, you're producing sperm as if you were promiscuous, but socially living a more monogamous.
Yes.
Is that a Western thing?
Are you implying that Asians are
I don't know.
are humping?
Is it a Christian thing? Is it, does it coincide?
Oh, it's a male thing. I call bullshit.
No, monogamy is very widespread. There were only a few human societies where monogamy was frowned upon. They were mostly on island states until the British came and gave them syphilis.
And Christianity.
That came later. actually, there's a really funny book, 1,000 Years of Hating the French. And there's 3 or 4 pages dedicated to who gave them syphilis first. Was it Peter Cook, or I forgot the French name, the first explorer there. And the Brits obviously said it was the French. Yeah, but that's why it hurts. You know, we just produce too much sperm for our own good. And girls, you know, you should help us there. Anyway, we have a choice. We have a choice here. You know, we can either wait for 20,000 years more until our genitalia have actually caught up with our monogamous lifestyle, or we can enjoy it while it lasts. And on that note, that is almost the end of the show. And I'd like to all of you give a warm welcome to Sarah, and I would like Sarah to come up here. Because as Sarah said, well, I'm not sure you all heard this, this was Sarah's, that was not just the African premiere, this was Sarah's stage premiere. And didn't she do it wonderfully? Please, give it up for Sarah! Right, we would, you know, we've seen a lot about the animals, and a bit of it was just, you know, cynical or a bit weird or something, but we would like to leave you on a positive note. Sex. Sex is the best thing in life. Without it, none of us would be here. To hold a beautiful woman in your arms, to dance with her uncontrollably in the rain, to feel her spasms of ecstasy, to taste her sweat falling down her trembling lip, to see her eyes beam with truth, joy, and love. That, my friends, is the greatest experience in life. That and telling your mates you were late. And showing them the video that you've made of the 2 of you going at it. 2 and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals. Guys. Thank you. Thank you very much for coming out here on a Monday night. Give yourself a round of applause for all the nice participation. Never had such a nice crowd in Africa. So give it up for you. And we will be downstairs in the bar because we get drink vouchers, if I remember correctly, so we can actually drink. And we would like to talk, if you want to find out more, we have lots more animal stories, or Sarah definitely had lots more. Come on, stories. So please do meet us downstairs in the bar. Thank you for coming, and if you enjoyed the show, tell all your friends. If not, goodbye.
We rise an hour early, just like daylight savings time.